Big cap, Don Marino, heavy sombrero. He lack knowledge, I bet he a scarecrow. Something deadly an arrow. If it ring, get low, rider, and he go
But we was never friends. Show up to Harlem looking for your crib. You better let me in. Masked up, gloves on. I work in medicine. Show up to deluxe apartment in disguise like the Jeffersons.
Y'all to get shot with the cannon. I gotta do you, send a shot into you. This is Black Love, Brown Pride. Shaka Zulu meets Montezuma. It wouldn't be.
Hello. Welcome back to the Speaker Language Show, and I'm doing something very, very rare. I usually don't do recaps or whatever, but considering that I was a part of something historic, I felt the need to talk about an event that happened this past weekend. I'm talking about Max Out 3. RBE Brick by Brick has returned with another installment of Max Out. This time they mixed the essence with the Blue Room, which is like a staple that's created countless moments in such a short period of time, right? The Blue Room's only been around for, well, now 4 events or whatever in the collection of like maybe 9 months, 10 months. And they had a really, really great event. First and foremost, I just wanted to say this is probably one of the best events I've been a part of. This just felt so different. I mean, they continue their tradition in terms of like having themes and stuff like that. The return of the big 3, right? Young Ill, Hitman, and Averb. But outside of that, we just had a collection of good battles. And this is probably one of the few times that the event was long, but I felt like I got my money's worth because there was 11 battles. And, you know, I was tired, but I didn't leave feeling like, damn, like I probably should have spent time doing something else. Like, no, every battle in some way, shape, or form had me entertained. Even the battles that weren't really the greatest, there was something noteworthy to happen in each battle. So I really, really enjoyed this event. And we had a lot of legacy defining battles. I can start with Hitman and Ill Will, man. Hitman and Ill Will, if I was to redo Midwest versus Midwest, top 5 Midwest versus Midwest battles, this would probably be in there. This battle was amazing, man. Like, I think all 3 rounds were close, heavily contested. I thought Hitman gave us a vintage small room Hitman. I thought Ill Will was vintage Ill Will in terms of like the haymakers, being able to freestyle, just him being able to be a chameleon and just be able to morph his style in any way, shape, or form he needs it in combat. Really loved this battle, man. In my opinion, one of the best, probably the best battle in the Max Out series, honestly, in my opinion. I think this was Battle of the Night and probably one of the best battles in Max Out. I thought this battle really, really lived up to the expectations. Very rare do you get the main event, you know what I'm saying, to be the best battle of the night. And in my opinion, it was indeed the best battle of the night. So I wanted to salute them for that one. You also had Averb and A-Ward, another situation where grudge matches usually don't live up to the hype. And small disclaimer, I do have a top 10 grudge matches video coming out soon, and we'll see if that lands on the top 10. But this battle was great. I thought both of them delivered. A-Ward kind of, you know, silencing the critics because, you know, the last battle we had against Frack had a lot of people worried about this battle against Verb. And then Verb, you know, he sold the fight and he came to fight. This was a really great A-Verb. You know what I'm saying? I had my doubts because I did think that, like, hey, maybe 9 months is a little bit too long for you know, of a break, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're going up against an active battler. But this man came in and gave us a really great performance. The rapping was there. The flow pockets were there. The haymakers were there. I love that battle between those 2 men. And I like the fact they were able to dap up at the end, show some mutual respect. And yeah, another Midwest versus Midwest clash that was good. Then the battle after that, I'm going down the list. I'm just trying to pick out some of the battles I thought were like really great, or at least very noteworthy. We had Big K and Young Ill next. Big K won the battle clearly to me, but it was nice to see Young Ill, you know what I'm saying, get through his 3 rounds clean. I liked his 3rd round. I thought and I kind of knew that in the Blue Room, he was going to be solid because he's a rapper at heart. So I knew rapping wasn't going to be the issue. I still think there's some things he can fine tune in terms of content, but his third round was really good. Big K, phenomenal. Obviously, I mean, the man has just been on a kill streak this year. All 3 rounds were just impeccable. Calico and Goods, talk about, a surprise. Like, I thought this battle was really good. I thought this Goods was probably one of the best Goods I've seen in a very long time. I remember saying that I wanted something along the lines of like the Cassidy Goods, the Goods that was breaking down his opponent or whatever. And although he didn't really go in that route, he still rapped extremely well. He was extremely animated, extremely toned in for this battle. All 3 rounds were just really, really good. And Calico, being the veteran that he is, had a really good performance too. Love the battle between those two solidified legends going in that small room and putting on a clinic, a really great rapping clinic. Enjoyed that. You also had the surprise battle with B Magic and Arsenal. For one, it's crazy that we never got this battle in both of their primes, right? Because B Magic was on his rise 2012, 2013. Arsenal by that time was already solidified as a legend. It's kind of crazy that we never got that matchup. And again, the Blue Room is really a place for the rappers, and these guys can rap their ass off. So when they announced B Magic versus Arsenal, I lost my shit because I'm like, damn, these guys are really great rappers, and this room just like fits with that aesthetic. And both of these guys are just rapped really, really well. You could argue before we got to like Calico and Goods in the other top 3 that this was battle of the night thus far. But although it was like a short exhibition, if you will, I just thought it was a really good battle. Enjoyed B Magic, classic B Magic, you know what I'm saying? Shorter rounds, but sometimes less is more. You know what I'm saying? I thought all 3 rounds were good. Arsenal rapping his tail off in the battle too. You know what I'm saying? Really great battle. I was just really, really happy when I saw B Magic walk to the front, Arsenal walk to the front, and they just had a really good battle. And I always think about, since that event, I always think about when, B Magic closes out with his slogan and just like all of St. Louis saying his slogan with them and everybody in the crowd saying his slogan at the end. I had goosebumps after that. Just really, really great. Yeah, man, that was awesome to see. Excel versus Def the Kid. That was one of my personal favorite battles because I had the privilege of seeing talk with Def the Kid before the battle. He was pretty much saying how motivated he was for the battle and all that. And it showed. Like, I thought he had a great performance against, in my opinion, one of the more underrated battlers in Excel. Really, really great battle. Love the dialogue between the two. Would love to see them both in the Blue Room once again, because I just think that they both really rapped extremely well. RX like upped her pen, QB did too. You know what I'm saying? I do think that RX was stumbling a little bit, but I like the fact that she was able to stand across another legend, because RX has been her resume is actually quite remarkable when you look at all the people that she stepped in front of. But the fact that she was able to step into that Blue Room on her RBE debut and like really deliver some good material, and QB just being the veteran that she is and handling the situation like she was supposed to, enjoyed that battle as well too. So shout out to those 2 ladies as well. But outside of that, out of 10-11 battles, you're talking about like 80-90% of the battles being good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that speaks very highly of the RBE brand, and also speaks highly of like the people that were on that card. Initially, I was going to do a Max Out story that kind of talked about the history, importance of each matchup, but unfortunately, the video just wasn't going to release by the time that I like made it to the event. It just wasn't going to happen. Like, I tried it, you know what I'm saying? I'm very, very intricate when it comes to like the editing, the dialogue, the scripts and stuff like that, and I just felt like I didn't want to rush material to you guys, so I just wanted to do this video. And another reason why I'm making this video is because I, in that building, and even on my flight home, I was just thinking about like, damn, like 10 years of growth, excellence, and the brand sticking to the process, man. Like, I don't think that RBE followed any trends. I don't think they tried to ride the coattail of anyone else. I think that they literally just followed their own process, and this is how you're able to get like organic events like this, where you have great installments of the Max Out, great installments of the Blue Rooms, whether you mix in the divide and conquer with the Max Outs or whatever, their themed cards versus like the Team Hami versus Writer's Block, or the Blood, Sweat, and Tears series, or you know what I'm saying, the Pearly Gates series. Like I think that they really followed their own process, and they have been innovative over the course of 10 plus years. They also have done a lot of things that a lot of leagues couldn't do, which was bring back legends. Right, they were the first to bring back Mook after five or 6 years or whatever. They were the first to bring back Jay Mills into battle rap. You know what I'm saying? They added like different stipulations to the sport, whether it's doing a fourth round freestyle battle with Big Cannon and Sharon. They've you know what I'm saying, did face offs after battles with when they did the straight to it events or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to see after 10 years, you know, the brand continuously evolving and whatnot. And after Max Out 3, man, I just really felt like Max Out 3 is the culmination of what RBE has been in the past 10 years. And it's crazy because that's literally the day of their event was the actual anniversary of the 10 years that they put into the culture. But I just feel like when you talk about, and truthfully, I just feel like this is what it means when people say, or when people in the culture say, taking it back to the essence. You're talking about a small room, raw intensity, you know what I'm saying, lyricism and passion. And I feel like we experienced and seen a lot of those things that made us fans in battle rap. Like in this event, you've seen, you know what I'm saying, people gain redemption. You've seen nostalgia. You've seen, you know, elation from the crowd when they're watching the battle go great. Like you've seen confusion. I was kind of confused in what was going on in Head Ice versus Show Off, but it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And you've seen triumph. You've seen people rise to the occasion and either reestablish the reason why or reaffirm the reason why they're a legend, or, you know, establish their case of being a legend. In my humble opinion, man, this not only sits as one of the best RBE events of all time, but like I said, it's one of my personal favorite events. Like I've never felt like I was a part of something. I literally felt like I was a part of history. Like I felt like this was easily one of the most important events for the RBE brand. And, you know, typically sometimes you don't answer the bell. And I feel like when we walked into that building, myself and the fans that bought that ticket, we got our money's worth. And that's all I could ask for. A great deal of performers put forth the utmost effort, and I never thought I'll be able to be engaged for 11 battle stretch. I'm extremely proud that you know, I had the privilege of seeing the brand grow to newer heights, but I'm even more proud of the fact that they're probably going to be around for another 10 plus years.